Winning the trophy is our topic for today. There are many topics we're trying to win trophies for. I see there are many people in different classrooms today. There are some young people and also their parents. Who attended the first workshop? Please raise your hand. Okay. Lower your hand. Winning the trophy is about whether we can compete in competitions and bring home the final trophy. That's our goal. Do you know why you're in this workshop today? Because you want to better yourself so you can play your roles better in life. How do you play a good role in life? If you learn as much knowledge as you can from a young age, that's a great start. I think you guys all are very lucky because a lot of people out there, since they were little, have never been given the right kind of knowledge, so many people are very lost when they graduate from college. They don't know where they're going. When these people go to the real world and because they do not have many lessons learned, they feel lost. Many people have been in the real world for 10, 20, or more years and feel they don't have a purpose. They compare now to their childhood and wonder why their life is not better. So it doesn't matter where you are, whether at school or in the real world. I want you all to become the most outstanding people, starting when you are young. That is the best beginning. We have a member in the US, who is a real estate agent. She said, "Master Son, I just asked ChatGPT, an online AI search engine, about my job, and the response from the AI says that my job is not going to be replaced in the future, because my job requires a lot of skills, which are not replaceable by random people. Based on this, I tell you, especially the young people, you have to be at school learning. You have to realize that time is changing very fast. You have all heard about the generation of AI, and it's kind of like in the past, with the Industrial Revolution, when many things were changing. This time around, the robots are coming out. Therefore, many people in the real world are going to be facing a lot of changes in life. If humans are in control, they have to have something unique that is greater than the robots and AI, so that they can surpass the skills that AI can provide. I am talking about whether AI will have emotions, and possibly they will. So how can humans become more outstanding to always win the trophy? It doesn't matter how old you are, you all must know this concept well. Think about this right now. What is the most important thing for you? You have to think further. You have to think about your future. Even if you're in first grade. What are you looking for? What do you want for your life? Your parents send you to school. Why? You have to know why, so you will have the motivation to study. In the last workshop, I mentioned this concept a bit, but I want to emphasize it this time. Last time I mentioned that in all of the big corporations, for example, Google, Facebook, or Amazon, all these big names, many founders had some kind of special interest in some area. So this gives them the motivation to spend more time in this particular area. And from their house or maybe their garage, they develop or discover a certain technology or information. Whatever they invent has made a connection with the world which can provide practical benefits to society. When this connection is made, their discovery or invention becomes even more valuable. So all of you young people out there, whatever you do at school, it should better your life and connect with the future in a very practical way. Why? Because if your inventions have value, they can sustain. For example, when you are at school, you are learning biology. You learn about condensation and how it affects the weather. You use this knowledge in your life. You understand that condensation is due to temperature change and can go from liquid to air. For example, in winter, you have a heater at your house. You see steam on the window, so you share this information with your parents. You ask them to open the window to let the humidity out. Your parents say, "Wow, this is a good idea, let's open the window to let the humidity out so the room is not as stuffy and humid." Your parents will see that you have a lot of knowledge, which makes you knowledgeable, because you can offer valuable information to others to benefit life. Your parents will validate your contribution and praise you for your information. So whatever you learn, you can turn it into something that can benefit your career, your company, and your coworkers, and they will feel the value you provide. They will recognize your value and effort. Why do some people in our society, when they go to the real world, can get a job easily? Like an engineer, whose job cannot be replaced so easily because engineers can offer a lot of knowledge that ordinary people cannot. That's why engineers tend to make more money than other careers, because they're more valuable. So whatever you learn, whatever you absorb from your school, that becomes your strength, which will elevate your value. The more value you have, the more important you are, even amongst your friends. Your friends will respect you. All of you must understand at a young age. Why do you need to study or learn? Because you are trying to generate as much value as possible. If you don't go to school, you don't learn. If you don't understand condensation, you will not understand how it works. You will become someone who is not very important. So if you are important, wherever you go, your strength will become your value, and your capability can shine, which can benefit your team and your company. Then your value will become greater. As you look at the results, you can evaluate the importance of everything you learn from school. Whatever you're learning is to help better your career. When you are asked whatever question at any given time, you can offer the best answer, which makes you more valuable at work. People will give you the most respect because you are very valuable. Your boss will maybe talk to other people with not so much respect, but when he talks to you, he has a different tone because you can bring more value and more profit to your company. This makes you more important than everybody else. Knowing that everything you learn is to give you more value. Every subject you learn is very important, even the most basic things from school. When you encounter some conversation, people have questions, and if you have no clue, you cannot offer any answer. Some people will look down on you. If you always offer nothing at work, you will not be in a good spot. Some people will even question you, what can you contribute to work? So it doesn't matter how old you are, people only value how much you can contribute. Therefore, whatever age you are, middle school, high school, or college, your job is to generate as much value as you can elevate your status. When you go to school in the morning and come home in the evening, you are trying to generate as much momentum and energy as possible, and you must fully understand what you are helping yourself with. When you look at schooling, you will see how valuable the teachings from your schools are. Raise your hand if you agree with me. Okay. Lower your hand. Great. This is the reason why I talk about it, so that everybody learns about the reality in life. It doesn't matter what age you are. You all have to face the real world. When you are in the real world, if you then realize you don't have much knowledge, that is a bit too late. Say one day you have a date. You go to your girlfriend's house, and the father of your girlfriend asks you many questions. You are clueless. Possibly it is because you didn't learn much at school. There is math, biology, chemistry, history, and more. Why does the school offer so much? It is because they want you to prepare for your future so that you will be prepared for unexpected questions. You are lucky, because while at school, you are recharging and accumulating energy and knowledge. You have to understand this concept. If you understand, you will accept that school is very important. If you don't, you will think that school is just school, you will not enjoy school. If you wait until you are in the real world to realize how important knowledge is, sometimes it is too late. Many people out there feel frustrated because they realize they have missed out on a lot. They haven't learned enough when they could. Why do they wait until they're in the real world to realize this? It is because nobody has ever told them how important school is. While in elementary school, is there some recognition for inventors? Even kids in elementary school can invent things. Things you can imagine become things you can invent. You can turn the knowledge you learn from school into inventions. You can find all the opportunities for inventions no matter whether you are in elementary school, junior high, or high school. With all these ideas and inspirations, you can practice them. These talents and expertise will build up your achievements. And with these experiments, you will feel that you can connect your talent with the real world, offer value, and apply it wherever you go. For example, you meet a lost person who asks you for directions, and you can't help him solve his problem. This demonstrates your capability. With capabilities, you will get compliments, awards, or recognition. People will treat you differently, and they will see your strength because you are so capable. You must obtain as much knowledge as you can. When you read books, you accumulate more knowledge so that you can solve more problems. With this mindset, you'll be very happy. For example, today you're going to an English class, and you probably won't feel that it's so boring. I'm not sure what that teacher is going to teach you, but right now, you know why you are learning, why you have to study hard, and the benefit you'll get if you study hard. If you have an invention, you get a patent, and you will have intellectual property approved by the government. As long as this intellectual property is being commercialized and productized, you know you will get an offer from a company, because they want to buy this IP from you, and then they can build up their business. And with the new product launching to the market, they will gain a lot of revenue. Of course, to them, this is an investment. That's why you can create an invention and turn your idea into something profitable. Also, your idea could be revolutionary. For example, before Google, no one knew how an online search engine should work. The founder of Google started researching and testing, and the search engine was soon developed. Right now, we have billions of people using this search engine. And this is how an idea can be monetized in real life. However, suppose they don't have this journey, experience, and fundamental expertise, how can they leverage their talent to monetize or prioritize it to become a search engine? And they may not know how to do it, but because they work so hard, because this is their interest, what they want to do, and what they devote themselves to. They have a passion. They're enthusiastic. So that's why now you see this kind of inventions. These inventors, they leverage their expertise to develop something that benefits the world. You have to figure out what interests you, your expertise, and what you're good at in school. Maybe you're an average student, but don't underestimate yourself. I'm not saying that you need to brag about yourself. I'm saying you have to be humble, learn whatever you can, and have the knowledge to understand what may help you. And you can utilize the resources and knowledge in your life. All the accumulation and knowledge you obtain will be transformed into money, transformed into value, and transformed into something beneficial in your life, not only in the material aspects. With this, you will grab hold of everything. So today, and from now on, when you go back to school, when you go back home, and when you study, you won't feel so bored. You will know why you are working hard to learn as much as possible in the shortest period of time. You have to understand one thing: AI, artificial intelligence, has been launched to the market, not only to the professionals, but to everyone. Everyone, including students, will leverage the capabilities of AI to help with a lot of things. For example, if you have a question about what is photosynthesis, you can ask ChatGPT or some artificial intelligence. You'll get the answer right away. If you don't have good skills and expertise, soon artificial intelligence will replace human beings. So if today you are building up your expertise based on what you are interested in, you know where you are going, then you can utilize AI as a tool to support and help you to develop more new products or new ideas. That being said, today, you are standing at the turning point where you can create anything with maximum value. And with this, your knowledge and confidence will increase. You will build up more positive energy. And you will say yes to yourself, because you know you have the power to create. You can address all topics and tackle all challenges. Every day will be a wonderful day, because you can learn many things, and you will feel that everything is so interesting and fun. So when you go to school now, you know you are learning for your future. You may ask yourself why you should be working so hard to build up your value. And you also may ask yourself, is it so important to have value? That's why I'm guiding you. If you can deliver a higher value to society, communities, the people, and the world, you will receive respect. If you don't deliver value, you're going to become someone being underestimated. And people will look down on you and may bully you. You have to ask yourself, what kind of person do you want to be? If you want to become someone that can deliver ultimate value and gain the respect of others, then you have to work hard. That's why those hard-working young leaders, they're able to get a high salary as soon as they start their careers. That's because their value and the value they deliver are irreplaceable. However, others who don't deliver much value are looked down on. You have to know what kind of career you want to have in the future, and when you understand that, then you pick your path. Now you should understand why your parents have been pushing you to work harder. Every aspect is very important because, in the near future, you will see different people and encounter different events and things. No matter how different each topic is, you must address and try to understand it. If you are good at many things and have many experiences, you can solve many problems. If you are not an expert, but you are well equipped, at least you can learn it and then master it, so no one will look down on you or question your value. Even though you are in elementary school now, you must have good fundamentals and keep building up. I want you to know when you move up a grade, you probably will feel a little bit challenged. For example, in math, as you enter a new class, things are tough, but if you use the knowledge from previous classes, you can build on that knowledge. So when you graduate and start your career, if someone challenges you with some math, and you take a long time to figure it out, they will question your abilities. Do you want to have this feeling of being questioned by other people? If you don't like it, you have to work harder for your future. Only if you do so, can your life have many wonderful experiences. And with the enhancement of your expertise, you can build a colorful life. Plus, these days, there are so many tools available, you can create all different kinds of possibilities that can help you. Be sure to value the opportunities you have in school and learn from them. As I mentioned earlier, once you connect with your knowledge and apply it to your daily life to benefit your company or the world, you become valuable. That's why everything you learn is very important. Next, because of the logic I just shared with you, listen carefully. This logic is very important because, in the future, you will be respected by the people around or you will be disliked or looked down on by your superiors and peers or coworkers. Therefore, if you can comprehend what I just shared with you, then you should understand why you need to work hard. Again, you must clearly understand why you need to work hard and what you will gain from it. Do you understand why you have to work hard? If you don't, you will not have the motivation to push yourself. Without motivation, you will not have the energy to mobilize yourself to learn. You must work very hard, and when you have this logic, you will understand the importance of it. Let me share with you the next logic. In the last workshop on winning the trophy, I mentioned that after you graduate and start working, what helps you survive and stand out in your workplace is also your social skills. This represents 90% or 85%, and only 10% or 15% is related to your educational background. You must understand that when we create value, the value is not linear. Suppose someone is super knowledgeable in a company but doesn't get along with his coworkers, manager, and customers. One day, the customers complain about him. He is going to get let go. Although this guy is knowledgeable, unfortunately, he creates problems for his company. That's why the company will weigh the advantages and disadvantages of this guy's performance. The senior management team will evaluate him, but because of the customer's dissatisfaction, they will probably lose orders, resulting in lower revenue. That's why eventually, they will find a replacement. Maybe the replacement is not as knowledgeable, but he has better social skills and can get along with the customers and coworkers. That's why the original guy is being replaced. That's why when I talk about social skills, they are highly related to your daily interactions with your parents, classmates, and especially your teachers. For example, when you are walking on the street or taking the bus or MRT subways, these are the places where you can practice building up your social skills to interact with others. That's why this is also a key success factor. And this is an experiment, just like you're in the lab doing an experiment. Practice, practice, and practice. The best people you can practice with are your parents, classmates, or siblings. You can practice your social skills if you are out at a party with your friends. In the past, maybe your parents told you to be nice to other people, but you didn't want to, and you probably have conflicts with your classmates, but now you learn to experiment with being nice to your classmates. You will find good connections with people. School is just like a small society. If people don't like you, you will not have a good time. Another important thing, if your parents or teachers ask you to make adjustments, do it, because if one day you are working and you keep making mistakes, you will get scolded. That's why you have to listen to the advice from your teachers and parents. Suppose one day you are working and you keep doing things wrong. People will not want to team up or associate with you because you are not very good. If this happens, it's already too late. That's why when you are still in school, you need to practice all the time. Suppose your friend at school did something not nice to you. Your parents told you to let it go. You listen to your parents to forgive your friend and remain a good friendship with him. If you do, your friend will feel your kindness and treasure your friendship. This is a good skill to practice. The more skills you have, the more bargaining chips you will have when you start your career. You will have good popularity at work. All this happens because when you're in school, you have already practiced. Now you know what is right and what is wrong. When you see yourself making significant progress, you know you are accumulating value. Even if you are an elementary school student, you must understand this logic too. If you don't understand what I just shared with you, you can ask your parents. If you are now a junior high school student or a high school student, you have to get the concept. Do you get the concept? Even though you get the concept, it's not enough. You have to apply it in your daily life so that it will become part of you. If you are someone who's been practicing since you were 10, when you graduate from school, you will have very good people skills. Comparing you to people who have no idea and never practice. Which one will be better? Yes, definitely. It's you. Who is going to win the trophy? Of course, it's going to be you. Right. You have to understand and build up this logic, so we will be closer to winning the trophy. With this logic, you will be able to win against your peers. When you start your career and when you apply for a job, there might be like 10 or 100 or 1,000 applicants of the candidates, and the manager will have to pick one. He will pick someone who has the expertise and is professional, and has very good interpersonal skills. So you have to ensure you meet all the requirements, and you must know that you can satisfy all of these requirements. Otherwise, you are wasting your time, and you will lose the opportunity to win the trophy. And if you listen to your parents and apply what they say, do the experiments, then you're going to beat your peers, and you're going to win against all the other applicants or candidates applying for the same job as you. The earlier you have this mindset, the better you will be. The later you have this mindset, the higher chance you will have for failure. After all, there are so many people who still have not comprehended why they need to work hard. That's why I am happy you all understand this. Raise your hand if you think this is very helpful. I am only pointing out what the real world is like so that you are not afraid, and you will be ready to win the trophy. You will win because you know how to grasp every opportunity in your life. I'll explain more of these important concepts in parts 3, 4, and 5. I want to explain to you what the real world is like, and all the aspects you need to pay attention to. When you learn from my lessons, you will be more ready, and you will be ahead of the majority of other people. And you'll see that everything you're working hard for will benefit you and your future career. I will see all of you next time.